Hollywood's most iconic couples, Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise, divorced in 2001 after more than a decade together. This power couple dominated headlines throughout the 90s, but their fairy tale romance came to a shocking end in 2001. So what really happened? Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise first met on the set of Days of Thunder in 1990. Sparks flew instantly, and within months they were married. Kidman was just 23 at the time, while Cruise was 28. They seemed like the perfect couple, young, successful, and madly in love. Throughout the 90s, Kidman and Cruise were everywhere. They starred in movies together, walked red carpets arm in arm, and adopted 2 children, Isabella in 1992 and Connor in 1995. To the outside world, they appeared to have it all, but behind the scenes, cracks were starting to form. In 2001, after 11 years of marriage, Cruise suddenly filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. The announcement shocked fans and the media alike, but what could have gone wrong? One factor that's often cited is the couple's age when they got married. Kidman herself has reflected on this, telling Red Magazine in 2016, "I was so young when I got married, I look back now and I'm like, what?" Being thrust into such an intense spotlight at a young age undoubtedly put a strain on their relationship. Kidman has said that their fame created a bubble around them. While this intense focus on each other was intoxicating at first, it may have ultimately contributed to their downfall. Another significant factor in their split was likely Cruise's involvement with the Church of Scientology. Cruise is famously devoted to the controversial religion, while Kidman never fully embraced it. This difference in beliefs reportedly created tension in their marriage. Former Scientologist Mike Rinder claims in his book, A Billion Years, My Escape from a Life in the Highest Ranks of Scientology, that the church actively worked to create distance between Cruise and Kidman. According to Rinder, church officials disapproved of Kidman because her father was a psychiatrist, a profession that Scientology strongly opposes. Rinder even alleges that the church went so far as to wiretap Kidman's phone, though the Church of Scientology has vehemently denied these claims. Regardless of the truth behind these allegations, it's clear that Scientology played a significant role in the couple's relationship and ultimate split. The final straw may have come during the filming of Stanley Kubrick's Eyes Wide Shut in 1999. The movie, which starred both Cruise and Kidman, was a grueling experience. Filming lasted for over a year, and the intense subject matter of the film, which deals with themes of infidelity and sexual obsession, reportedly took a toll on their real-life relationship. Interestingly, Kidman has maintained that they were happily married during the filming of Eyes Wide Shut. In a 2020 interview with the New York Times, she said, "We would go go-kart racing after those scenes. We'd rent out a place and go racing at 3 in the morning." However, less than 2 years after the film's release, their marriage was over. The sudden nature of their split has led to much speculation over the years. Kidman herself seemed blindsided by the divorce. Nicole Kidman responded to Tom Cruise's divorce petition by filing her court documents, which revealed that she had urged her husband to address their marital issues. She also expressed shock at Cruise's decision to end the marriage. "This came as a shock to Kidman," the paper said. On December 24th, the parties had happily celebrated their 10th anniversary with a group of friends. During the balance of December and thereafter, the parties were intimate. In fact, Kidman became pregnant by Cruise but lost the baby through a miscarriage. Kidman's response said she protested Cruise's intention to dissolve their marriage and urged him not to leave but to enter marriage counseling with her or take other steps to address whatever problems may have existed in their marriage. But it didn't work. Cruise said his decision was final and he departed the party's home, the documents noted. In the aftermath of their split, both Cruise and Kidman have been relatively tight-lipped about the details. Cruise cryptically told the media that Nicole knows why when asked about the reason for their divorce. Kidman, for her part, has said that she was really damaged by the end of her marriage and that it took her a long time to heal. The divorce proceedings were complicated by the couple's immense wealth and shared children. They had joint custody of Isabella and Connor, but over time, both children chose to live primarily with Cruise. This has led to speculation about Kidman's relationship with her adopted children, though she has always maintained that she respects their choices and beliefs. In a 2018 interview with Who magazine, Kidman said, "They are adults. They are able to make their own decisions. They have made choices to be Scientologists, and as a mother, it's my job to love them." In the years following their divorce, both Cruise and Kidman moved on to new relationships. Cruise married Katie Holmes in 2006, though they divorced in 2012. Kidman found lasting love with country music star Keith Urban, whom she married in 2006. Kidman's marriage to Urban seems to have given her a new perspective on her relationship with Cruise. In a 2013 interview with Vanity Fair, she said, "With no disrespect to what I had with Tom, I've met my great love now." She added, "I really did not know if that was going to happen. I wanted it, but I didn't want it for a while because I didn't want to jump from one relationship to another." Despite moving on, the shadow of their high-profile marriage and divorce has continued to follow both Cruise and Kidman. In recent years, Kidman has become increasingly reluctant to discuss her marriage to Cruise out of respect for her current husband and family. In a 2018 essay for New York Magazine, Kidman wrote, "Being married to Tom Cruise at 22 is something I'm always reluctant to talk about because I'm married now to the man who is my great love, Keith Urban, and it almost feels disrespectful." However, she has occasionally offered glimpses into that period of her life. In the same essay, she reflected, "That said, I got married very young, but it definitely wasn't power for me, it was protection. When I came out of it at 32, 33, it's almost like I had to grow up." This idea of their marriage as a form of protection is interesting. It suggests that for the young Kidman, being married to one of the biggest movie stars in the world provided a shield from the harsh realities of Hollywood. But as she grew older and more confident in herself, that protection may have started to feel more like a constraint. The aftermath of their divorce was particularly challenging for Kidman. In a 2012 interview with Du Jour magazine, she said, "I thought our life together was perfect. It took me a very long time to heal. It was a shock to my system." Kidman threw herself into her work following the split, delivering some of her most acclaimed performances in films like The Hours and Moulin Rouge. She won an Oscar for her role in The Hours in 2003, but even this career high was tinged with the pain of her recent divorce. In Dave Karger's book, 50 Oscar Nights, Kidman recalls feeling unable to fully enjoy her Oscar win. She says, "I went home and ended up ordering takeout and eating it on the floor of the Beverly Hills Hotel. I sat on the floor of the hotel eating French fries and a burger with my family and went to bed. That's when it hit me. I went, I need to find my love. I need a love in my life. Because this is supposed to be when you go, this is ours." This poignant recollection highlights how even at the peak of her professional success, Kidman was still grappling with the emotional fallout of her divorce. For Cruise, the years following the divorce saw him become increasingly vocal about his commitment to Scientology. Some have speculated that his increased involvement with the church was a direct result of no longer being held back by Kidman. Despite the pain and public scrutiny that came with their divorce, both Cruise and Kidman have gone on to have successful careers and form new families. Cruise has continued to be one of Hollywood's biggest box office draws, while Kidman has cemented her status as one of the most respected actresses of her generation. In the end, the reasons for their divorce likely can't be boiled down to any one factor. It was a combination of their young age when they married, the intense scrutiny of their relationship, their differing views on religion, and the natural process of growing and changing as individuals. So, what do you think is the reason they divorced? Please share your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Motion Sugar for more amazing videos like this.